Monkey 1000, and today I have a project to do. We have this. We're going to use this as a water fountain for our hummingbirds. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I got this idea from one of the YouTubers. She has all kinds of hummingbirds. She lives in California. So I'm going to try this and see if it works. She got a mini ice tray from Dollar Tree, but we didn't have any. See, the problem is when I watch Dollar Tree stuff, a lot of the stuff is from like Pennsylvania, up north stuff, and we don't get it here in Florida. Not where I'm at. I have been to several different ones and I never see hardly any of the stuff that they show. So I got this, I ordered it from Temu, and as I told you, I was going to use this as a project. She's really good on hummingbirds, and she's got thousands of them in her backyard. A little bit too much, but because I only have 3 hummingbirds. I have 2 adults and a baby, and that's all I seem to get. But I'd like to get a few more. I have 4 hummingbird feeders out there. They go from one to the next and they use them, but they're always the same ones. They don't change. So anyways, we're gonna make a fountain because they like to be in water and it's really hot. So I thought, well, let's try to make a fountain. I did make a fountain last year. It was okay. I got it from her too, that idea. She has so many ideas and I like to try them, but that one didn't work out as well. So anyways, we're going to try this. So we're going to need a glue gun and your little solder that I got to poke a hole, and you're going to need a container. This came from Dollar Tree, and you're going to fill up the water in here. And we're going to poke a hole through here. And what we're going to do, we're going to put this on top because they like to step on stuff to feel secure. And I'm probably going to do it this way. So we're going to glue that down and we're going to poke a hole because we got to put the water fountain in. Now I do have a solar one here. I used it before in the other one. The thing is, I have a lot of shade, so I don't know how well this pump is going to work. We'll try it. I do have another pump that I can use a solar power bank too. I can do it that way too. But we're going to try this. I did try to put this in my bird bath out front. But the thing was, my tree has grown and it's made more shade. So I don't get much sun there anymore. So that's the problem. Anyways, we're going to try this out and see how well it works. So yeah, so let's get it going here. All right, so we're gonna glue this, but we have to make a hole. So I gotta turn this on and get it hot. So I'll be back when we get it hot. Okay guys, so I'm gonna just poke my hole first. Now you can use a straw, but I have this and it's old and we've rigged it up so I could use it in the fountain out front. So I'm just gonna reuse this. But if you need to, you can get a straw, and you want one that's going to fit over the holes of your pump. You can get your pump off of Amazon. You can get them off of Temu. You can buy them in the store, but they're usually pretty pricey in the stores, so you usually can get a deal on other websites. So whatever you want, and I'm just going to kind of make it a little bit bigger, because I'm going to glue it, but I don't want to glue it right yet. So I'm gonna make it a center. I gotta bring this closer because my cord is not right there. So we're just gonna poke a hole so then it will go through. And I kind of want to make this hole bigger. Might not be quite hot enough. But did it make a hole? No, I don't think so. So I just want to use the center one. This cord's not long enough. So I'm trying to make it hotter maybe. Yeah. Let me see here. I don't know. I don't think it's working. Let me get this going. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I just didn't turn it on properly. So anyways, you got it going here. I have to bring it closer. Yeah, I don't have enough cord here. So we're gonna try to make it even and use the center hole as much as you can. And we'll just put it there. And you want to make sure you can put this through there. Okay, let's check it out before we turn this off. That's very hot, so be very careful. Yeah. So let's see if this is going to go through here. And we'll, okay, we gotta smooth it out a little bit. Okay, and you just want to make it where you can put your straw through it, and you want a pretty steady one. Yes, I'm going to have to play with it a little bit and just kind of go around it, make it a little bit bigger. And if you make it too big, that's fine, because you can use the hot glue gun to use that. This thing does not want to stay on here at all. I don't trust it either. I got Bruno out now. All right, so just a little bit more, and we'll have a bigger hole. So just kind of make it hot. And try to make it a little bit bigger. Like I said, if you make it too big, you can always use, gotta watch this thing. This thing is horrible. And I don't want it to fall. It doesn't need to fall on the floor, it's too hot. I don't want it to burn Bruno. Okay guys, so I got my hole here, and I did the hole here. And so what you want to do is glue this down with the hot glue gun. Okay? Now, I don't think it really matters what side you use. You can use this one or you can use this one. I think I'm going to use this one. Or maybe I'll use it upside down. Well, no, it's going to trap the water. This way it should be able to flow on here and go back in. That's what you want to do. So we're going to take this off here, and I'm going to hot glue this down. Guys, that was my mom's therapist. They want her to come in a little later today, so that's fine with me. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to put some hot glue on here, on the edges here. It's just so it doesn't move. And then we're going to make sure you got your holes together. Whoo, that's hot. Got it on my finger. I'm really good at that. And you just want to tack it down, you know, so it's down. Hot glue is not going to hurt the birds any. I don't think I made it straight, but I kind of want it straight. I can move it a little bit because it's still hot. And what you're going to do is put your straw through here. You can clean this up a little bit so the birds aren't going to get hurt. You want to put this through here, through the hole. And I might have to glue it down some more. And that's the whole idea right there, is to glue it down. All right, I'm going to glue this down a little bit better. Yeah, so it does better. Just try to make it straighter. I'm really bad about straight, but I'm going to put some hot glue around it and make sure that it stays. You know, you can just tack it down. And then you want it to dry. And this ain't gonna hurt them, because they're not gonna eat that. They're not gonna drink off of that. They're gonna drink off the thing, so it won't hurt them. This is just a kind of, I'm doing the corners here and get it down better. So I'm gonna let it sit. And then we'll come back after it dries. Shouldn't take too long. Just want to make sure we get it good down so it doesn't blow away, you know, wind or whatever. Or the birds don't move it, because they'll like security. So I'm going to probably do over here too, a little bit all the way around it to kind of hold it down more. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, what she says, that hummingbirds like to have something to step on. So, you know, I have to get another piece here. Oh, putting it on the table. Trying to make sure it comes out. Uh-oh. So, here we go. You just kind of don't want it to move, see? It's already there. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry for a few minutes. And then here, we're gonna put, we need a notch here for this, so I'll have to get my ironing gun again. I turned it off because that thing's dangerous. And I have Bruno, and he was underneath me, and the cord's not long enough, so I kind of just want to make sure the cord's long enough. So you can take the labels off if you want to make it look a little neater and nicer, you know. So there we go. I'm going to, and it's missing one of its things, but it should be all right. I'll put that there, and I'm going to put a knot here. But I'm going to put the lid on first, and we'll see how that works. And we're going to put this lid in here. And it's moving because it's not sitting down. And you can put it on there. And what you're going to do here, because you don't want to, it's not going to sit down, right? So what you need is a notch here. So I'm going to get a pen, mark it, and I'll mark it up here, and then I'll use the soldering gun to melt that little edge there, just a little tiny edge there. So we'll get that going. Okay, so let me get my ironing gun again where it's hot, and we'll make these notches here and here. We'll be back. Okay guys, so I kind of moved over here because the cord's just not long enough, and I don't want it to fall on the floor with Bruno around. So what I did, I just marked it with the pen, and you're gonna mark it the same right here. So they'll line up when you put the lid on. So I'm just gonna take this lovely doodad, and I'm going to melt it right there. So then the cord will go through when the lid's on. So that's it. Ooh, that's hot. All right. There you go. Doesn't have to be pretty. There you go. And I'm going to do the same on here. And then we'll come back. Okay guys, so there you go. I made the little hole there, so you can do that. All right, so then Shea Bear is looking at this, of course. He's always investigating when I do something. So he's like, okay, that's cool. Well, how's the water gonna go back into the container? Well, what you're gonna do is you're gonna poke holes down around the corner, and that's what I'm gonna do, poke holes all the way around. So you put a few here and put a few here so the water will flow down. And then we'll try it, and we'll see how well it is and see how well the water flows down. I might have to add some more holes. So I got my lovely doodad here, soldering, and we'll just poke holes. You know, you don't want them too big, but you want the water to go through, you know? So just poke some holes in here. No big deal. And the water should flow back in and go back out. That's what you want. So I'll just poke some here and there. And that's what we're gonna do. You're investigating?
I was just thinking you should put some underneath too.
I could.
Underneath this.
I could.
In case water gets in there, it'll go back in. So it's not like laying underneath between here and the lid.
Uh-huh.
You follow me?
Yeah. So you think I should poke a hole right down
Well,
through?
you can flip it over and do it. Just a couple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. So,
Just in case.
right?
That way it doesn't mold on or something.
Right. So he thinks I need to do a few on this side. So we will. It's no biggie. I mean, you can go right through and just poke a few. Just so the water will go through. Because he's afraid it will mildew in between. So we're just putting a few here. I think that'll be fine. I got them in the corners there. All right, so another thing we're gonna do, birds, these hummingbirds like edges. That's why they like these, to hold on, to grip them. So I'm gonna put some edges here because water will be here, and they can hold on. I think I might do that. I don't know. Maybe not. I might. You just make it like a little scrape and just do it like that so they can hold on to something. Because hummingbirds like to do that. I'm hoping this will kind of attract them more to come and bathe, and maybe I can get it on camera. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. It depends where you put it. And just putting a few little grippy things here. So, yeah. So they have something to grip on. Because they like that, so. Alright, so I think I did enough. I'm going to do some over here. Just to kind of gives them a little bit of a grip. So hopefully this will work. If you want to make it prettier, you can. I was thinking I got rocks. I might put some rocks in there and see. So here we go. My thing went off. Yeah, I was wondering why it wasn't. But I don't need them deep. Just enough to give them a little grip. Yeah, so you could put rocks inside if you want to make it look prettier. Floating flowers if you got some, you know, fake ones or whatever, you can put in there if you want. I got some rocks. I might put some rocks in there. But right now I just really want to make sure that it's going to work. And go from there. And so my next thing is we'll fill it up with water. So I'm going to get some water and then we'll turn it on and see how well it flows. We'll be back. Okay guys, I brought it outside so I wasn't making a mess. There it goes. I got the solar over here just to show you. I don't know if I'm going to leave it here or not, but it's doing a lot of splattering, but I was playing with it too. You see how it's splattering? So maybe I'll poke some more holes through here in these so it won't splatter so much. But there you go. And you can decorate it. I mean, I put rocks in there. I put the rocks in there a little bit. I had some glow rocks that I wanted to put in there. I can't find them. I don't know what I did with them. But I mean, what she did, she had a container, a pretty container, and she put it inside that container. And so you were seeing something pretty. You know, you could do that. She put some flowers around it too. So you can decorate it up if you want. I want to see if they're going to use it. I don't want to make it too complicated where they might not use it, you know. So I'm going to leave it there for now. And I'll show you my plants are coming up. I need to water them. They're looking a little wilted. Yeah, I should have watered them before the sun really beamed. So I'm going to water them now. I got these coming up. They're doing well. Not bad. And I got these ones over here. And they're doing really good. I moved this one over here to see if I get some more sun. I mean, that one right there really likes it there. It's happy there. And I don't get sun here. There's not much sun here. Not much sun around my house at all. As you can see, it's all shaded right now. But the sun will come on around here a little bit near the end of the day. So I'm going to water them because they're looking a little wilty. But there you go. There's the water fountain. So you can make simple ones like that. I watch her quite a bit. Now, I don't do every one of them like she does. I mean, she's got a lot of hummingbirds, a lot. And she's in California. So I'm lucky I even got what I got. I was really surprised that I have, you know, them. So I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it for now. I might decorate it later to kind of make it look prettier out here. I don't know. There's my cup. I like my cup. I wanted to put real flowers in here, but I had these on this table anyways. I just stuck it in there. So it's okay for now. I'm hoping these will bloom soon. But I'm going to give them all some water real quick. And there you go. So hopefully you like the video. I really want the hummingbirds. The hummingbird was all actually over here. And see, the feeder's up here. And then I got the camera one down there that you'll see on my shorts. I'd like to do shorts with them. And I got one there over here. I got the glass one. I put it on the hook because I don't trust that glass thing and I don't want it to fall if it's up here, up on the top. But they use them. I've seen them in them and they will use them. And then I have a little tiny one over here and they have used that one too. So, cause see, I have all this out here, which is nice. And yeah, so I think they live in here somewhere. but to find their nests is really hard. You know, they're so tiny. So anyways, there you guys go. Hopefully I like the video, give you an idea anyways on that fountain. I did use that other one last year. I had a few problems with it, so I didn't use it this year. I might bring it out. I still have it, so I can. But I'll have to figure out the straw thing first. And I do have another pump. Now the other pump is more for a charger. So you have the charging banks. You can get those with the solar on them. I do have a couple of them. So you can use those, and then you put the box part in a locked bag. So like if it rains or something, it won't get soaked. Yeah, I have that too. So anyways, guys, that's it for now. Hope you like the video. I'm going to upload this so you guys can watch it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I got some Temu coming. I'm waiting for a few more, and then I'll make another Temu. I got like 3 packages, but I'm still waiting for more so we can make a video. All right, y'all take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.